Going to the dentist. We're gonna do a stock market ride along. We're gonna talk about what this channel is all about. So stay tuned. Ride me to the dentist while we talk about stocks. Yeah, man. So I started doing the stocks when I was like in middle school. First stock that I liked was Apple and Adobe. I like Apple because I had like the iPad, I mean the iPods and like the MP3 players. That's what I started with. And then Adobe, I like Adobe because I used to like use Photoshop a lot. I was into like the graphics when I was younger. So yeah, Apple, man. And I remember it was a time that Exxon was like the number one company in the world, and it was like 100 billion, something like that. It might have been a little bit more. It might have been more than that, but I remember it wasn't even no $1 trillion companies. And now you got all these $1 trillion companies, man, multi-trillion-dollar companies. So man, traffic is bad, man, where I'm at. But yeah, so like that in eighth grade, ninth grade, 10th grade. Didn't really look at the stocks, working a lot. And then I did a business class in like 11th grade, did another stock project. That was cool to me. But then I had like economics in like senior year. And it was this professor, he was like talking to me about like Intel, how he owned a bunch. And it was like, yeah, man, I think you should go to school for this or that. Basically economics. I was like, yeah, you think I'll be good? He's like, yeah. I ended up not going to school for economics. I went to school for culinary arts. So I'm like a chef. But I ended up going back to school for corporate accounting and financial analysis. So I'm like a finance guy. And yeah, man. So I always been into the stocks since, like I said, eighth grade, a little bit of high school. And then when I got went to college, Facebook had went public. So I was telling my mom, hey man, you should go get Facebook. It might have been like $17 a share or something like that at that time. So she had a lot of money from like something happened. She ended up buying it, and I ended up working with these people. I'm in college, whatever. I'm for the culinary to be a chef. So I ended up working with these people and doing building like satellites and stuff like that. Like direct TV a little while ago. So my mentor, he's like a stock trader, and he's like doing E-trade and stuff at the time. And this was like when you had to pay for commissions, it'd be like $6 a trade to get in and out. So he's telling me about the stocks. I'm like, hey man, I'm really into it. Can you teach me about it? And he's just like, man, I'm not gonna lie, like I used to do like some of the day trading, but it's best to just buy and hold. But see, me, I'm not that type of person. I believe you could take advantage of opportunities in the market, which he say that, but he's still trading from time to time. Funny thing is, man, this guy he owned this franchise, and he was able to have all this money because he worked at IBM, and he had IBM options like long time ago. So it's like he got lucky, that way, um, with the IBM options. So I'm in college, Had to stop for a little minute, working all these restaurants like Ruth's Chris, Ritz Carlton, all these fancy restaurants or whatever. And then while I'm in college, you got Bitcoin. Bitcoin starts going crazy. It's like when I first recognized Bitcoin, it was like 2017, like beginning 2017, man. Like I knew a couple people was using Bitcoin. Like they would do like illegal activity, take the Bitcoin and buy gift cards with it. So they'll on like these like all these different websites, man. You got like I don't know, like eToro was new, this was new, all the stuff was new, man. Um, Bitcoin might have been like $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, and so it went up. It was like December of that year. It went to like 20 grand, but like the whole year, man, I'm like just like telling everybody about it. I'm like, yeah, man, Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. And I learned about arbitrage. So arbitrage is like when you like have the same asset, but it's in two different markets. And that's how Sam Bankman Fried got rich, right? He bought Bitcoin and then selling in Korea for like higher price. So arbitrage not as much as it was back then. Like back then you could buy Bitcoin for like 18,000 and then go sell it for 20,000. So make $2,000. Like arbitrage, that's what it's called. Arbitrage investing. If you don't know about it, look it up. It's cool. It's basically, like I said, having the same asset but selling it at in two different markets and taking advantage of the price discrepancy, the spread or whatever, between the markets. So 2017, crypto's going crazy. Like 2018, it crashed. Um, you know the story, right? So that's when I started learning about penny stocks. So man, funny thing, when I first started trading penny stocks, I'm like, hey man, or just stocks in general, I'm like, I want to make 10% a day or whatever, 10% when I do my trades, right? So I'm back in college for the corporate accounting and the financial analysis, right? So I'm an accountant, right? And a chef. So I learned about Robinhood. So Robinhood was like revolutionized because when I was doing my trading, like I said, you had like TD Ameritrade, you paying $5, $10 round trip. You can probably call them, talk them down on your commissions, but you paying $10 to get in. So your trades have to work. So learn about Robinhood, start going Robinhood, researching stuff. I learned about stocks going up 10%. So then I learned about, hey man, this stocks that can go up 100% in a day. So I'm like, wow, 100% in a day. So that made like this light bulb go off. That's when I learned about like, okay, it's stocks out here that go up a lot. So I learned that game. Learned how to trade the penny stocks, and then moved on to options, right? Which I think is like a good progression if you want to learn. Start off with like the pennies, get you used to the volatility, move on to options, and then maybe like futures or something like that. I'm not saying that's what everyone should do, but that's a good like trajectory to expose yourself to the risk that's out there as far as like with futures, because that's like the notional value of a ES is like it's 50 times the ES, so it's like $300,000, right? So keep that in mind. Once you get comfortable, you can get a futures contract and be levered up to 50 to X, like 50 times the S&P S&P 500. And you got brokers out here right now that let you get in for like $500. or like prop firms. It's crazy, man. So back to the story. So like I'm trading, learn how to trade, doing options. COVID happened. So COVID happens, man. The market went crazy, man. Like it's like my first time seeing a circuit breaker halt on the index. Seeing circuit breaker halts on like penny stocks. That's like when a stock moving too fast and the exchange freeze it to give everybody time, I guess, to think or whatever. It's like I think like the S&P. Don't quote me, but it's like 7% or something like that. If it go down 7%, they'll freeze it for a little bit. So went through went through that with COVID. You had GameStop, Bitcoin coming back, a lot of stuff, man. I'm out of college at that point. I'm working for the basically the feds and stuff, Federal Reserve. Um, I did that after I worked for the Federal Reserve and like the Trump administration. I started working for like nonprofits and doing accounting and stuff like that. Still doing the stocks and doing accounting. Hey, if you're tuning in, we doing a stock chat ride along, just going through like a brief description of what this channel is about, who I'm about, what I'm about. We're gonna be posting more content. So like and subscribe and ride along with me, man. So so yeah, I'm start working for nonprofits, doing the accounting, and then I'm like, just like this huge advocate of the stock market, financial literacy, investing, and even if you do like, it's this little formula, man. $3 a day, and that's today's math, right? $3 a day for, let's say somebody is 20 years old. I'm gonna teach you how to be a millionaire. It's the long way. So $3 a day, and you can go to investing.gov. $3 a day, interest rate of 10% a year. If you start when you're 20, right? And the average person retires at 65, you'll have $1 million. So $3 a day for 45 years in an index fund growing at 10% a year with a variance rate of 1 or 2%. You're looking at, it's like 900 some $1,000. And it's like, man, you can't even buy a soda right now for $3 a day. So yeah, man. So yeah, now you got me now, man. Just doing my accounting thing, trading every day. My main thing I do now is options and futures. Um, but I know about the other stuff, man. Just because I'm like a professional, kinda. So hey, if you're just tuning in, like and subscribe. We're doing a stock chat ride along. Yeah, so man, yeah, earlier I saw Costco, man. Costco's going crazy. See what's going up right now. So you got Costco's going crazy. Yeah, go look at Costco. COST. Nvidia is doing all right, but yeah, Costco. And look, guys, man, I know, man, this stuff ain't exciting, but if you do the options, man, like I said, this Costco, man, it opened up at $3.40. The last just went for 9.46, man. It's crazy. And if you was watching my pre-market, you saw us talking about Costco. That's crazy, man. Costco, man. So on the put side, we got App Loving. We got App Loving on the put side. PDD is going down. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I'm out, y'all. Check me later.